Yes guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. I thought I'd jump on and do a quick video because Newcastle have just announced a new summer signing. And no, it's probably not the one you were hoping for, but still, it is exciting. It is Charlie Mcarthur, the 17-year-old centre-back from Kilmarnock. Now this guy is one of Scottish football's top young prospects and has been labelled as a Wonderkid. Now, I wouldn't normally associate centre-back with Wonderkid. Normally it's a striker or a winger, but you know what? I will take it. And he has been linked with other Premier League clubs. He's been linked with Liverpool. He's been linked with Man City. He's been linked with Wolves. But it is Newcastle who get the signature of this youngster. And we have paid for him. He still had a contract at Kilmarnock. I think we've paid around £300,000 for him, which is a fair fee for a young lad. And it's exciting. Like, don't get me wrong, this summer will be dominated with what players can we bring in now? How can we improve the side now? How can we get ready for next season? But it is still quite cool to see that little glimmer of what we are also going to try and achieve over the next 5 or 6 years. And don't get me wrong, he could well go straight into the under-23s. Maybe he'll go into one of the youth sides. Again, he is just 17 years old, but he does have senior football experience. Kilmarnock got promoted from the Scottish Championship into the Premiership last season, and he did have a small part to play in that. He made one appearance for the side in the league, but he also made 3 appearances in the Cups as well. So he does have senior football experience, and as I say, everything that I've read and have seen, I watched a couple of interviews with him earlier. People seem pretty excited about this guy, so it is great to see. And he did go away over the summer as well. He went to the Euros under-17s with Scotland. He captained the side. As it happens, his fellow teammates actually voted him for the captaincy. So it's one thing to be praised by fans, but for your own side to vote you as the captain, he's being praised for his leadership skills. So there's a lot of good things coming out about a guy who, again, is still just 17 years old. Now, don't get me wrong, the Euros under-17s for Scotland didn't quite go to plan. They did qualify, which was fantastic, but they did lose all 3 of their group games. But, you know, again, he's had senior experience at a Scottish side. He's got the experience of going away on international duty for under-17s. And now he's at Newcastle. I'd love to see him get involved in, you know, maybe the under-23s straight away. You talk about the Newcastle under-23s. Unfortunately, under the Mike Ashley era, it just was forgotten. You know, it's been completely forgotten. You talk about the women's team, you know, just not even part of Newcastle. You know, Mike Ashley wanted nothing to do with any side other than the first team. And it's funny because this is when Dan Ashworth comes into the conversation, because not too long ago that was England. That's how England did it as well. England only concentrated on the first team, just weren't bothered about the rest of it. Dan Ashworth went into England, totally changed that. Obviously after the most international break, we didn't do particularly well, and Southgate's had a bit of stick for that. But what Dan Ashworth did in terms of the younger teams, trying to big them up, he's coming into Newcastle now, and that's what we want him to do here. We want him to do it with the younger teams, with the women's team, bring everything back together again. And I am pretty sure that he has had a big part in bringing Charlie Mcarthur into Newcastle. Now, obviously he's only just joined Newcastle, but one of the other Premier League teams that this youngster was linked with was Brighton. He was linked back in March, again with a similar fee of what we paid. He was linked back in March to Brighton. Now at the time, Dan Ashworth was on garden leave. He wasn't actually at Brighton at the time, but you'd imagine that he may have set that up before he left, and then, shock horror, as soon as he gets here, we're linked with him again, and we've signed him. So I do think Dan Ashworth's had a role in that. And you talk about the current under-23s at Newcastle. You know, they're not in the top league. You know, we're not really getting a great, you know, flow of players coming through the under-23s into the senior squad. Newcastle have just let go of a whole host of youth players at the end of the season. So it will be great to see if we can really try and bulk that up. You talk about Santiago Munoz, who has again you know, the guy from goal, and there's all that joke there. But in fairness, he seems to be doing all right. He scored for Mexico in his tournament, under 20s Mexico, I should say, in his tournament throughout the summer. I think he got a goal and an assist as they came third in the under 20s tournament. So again, you know, we are slowly getting there. And I think a youngster such as Charlie Mcarthur is a great way to get things started. Again, you look at some of the youngsters that we have in the scene, in the under 23s. Kel Watt's a player who there is a lot of interest in this guy, and he's only young, centre back. We really want him to try and take that next step up. The problem is he's 22, and it's how long do you hold on to them before you finally give them that first team chance. So I'm hoping we could see a bit of Kel Watts in the pre-season, and then maybe this season, or will we send him on loan again? It's a tough one, but again, this video is about Charlie Mcarthur. We're happy to see him. Again, it's great to see that despite the huge pressure on us this summer to bring in new signings that are going to help this season, that we do also have that eye on the future as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, just a little bit of info on the new youngster joining the side. Hopefully we could see him in the senior squad in a couple of years' time. Let me know your thoughts on Charlie Mcarthur. If you've seen anything of him, let me know down below. Generally, what are your thoughts on Newcastle for this summer? And again, the planning for the future. Should we be going out and maybe doing a little bit more research on these youngsters? Who can we pull through? Or do you think right now the concentration needs to just be this summer? You know what, Dan? Leave that for now. Come back to that when we've sorted this summer out. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching as always. Drop a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video. I know loads of you guys are watching my videos at the moment, but still haven't hit that red button. And I will always try and jump on, do a video, talk Newcastle. I'm pretty much uploading daily at the minute, which is fantastic. I'm hoping to keep that going throughout the summer. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.